Russell, really important win, especially after midweek. Just give us your overall assessment.
Yeah, massive win and a really good win. I think deserved win as well. Really dominant first half. Probably should have had a couple more goals going into the break if you're nitpicking. But second half, done the job. And to be honest, the way we saw out the last 10-15 minutes after Wednesday is a really good response and proved answered a few questions probably after Wednesday. We were all bitterly disappointed, but to come to a place like this just before the international break as well, go into that with a bit of momentum, it's a great win.
Yeah, it's funny, it's kind of football karma, isn't it? That having been really, going through what was a really difficult moment in Newcastle, you find yourself here 2-1. They're launching the ball into the box. The referee, assistant puts 5 minutes up, plays 6 or 7. It's funny how it repeats itself so quick, but as you say, to come through it, massive belief for the lads.
And there were some harsh words after Wednesday. There was no blame at anyone. It was a team thing. It was catch-22. There was a lot that could have been done better, but that was pleasing today that we actually had that onslaught. Obviously, ideally it would have been a bit more comfortable, but to have it and to stick up to it and put your head and body on the line, it was a good feeling at the end. You can see that from the boys how much it meant to everyone, and especially important after Wednesday as well.
I mean, did you feel, as you say, if you're looking at it critically, you probably should have been out of sight by that stage because you controlled the game, you got the early goal, and then first half you popped it about really nice.
We spoke about it before the game about us backlash just being solid, and with the front 4 or 5 we've got and the options we've got on the bench, we can hurt most teams in this league, and they were on song in the first half. Wes and Robbie and Cam and Jacob was a bit quieter than he has been, but he's still a real threat. So we should have had a couple more goals. If you're picking the bones out of it, it would have made it a lot more comfortable. But it was really good. It was some real good football played, and if we do stick a couple more in, it makes it a bit easier. But it's a win. A win's a win, and I'm sure the manager will analyse that. And when we get back, we'll have a quick look at it and move on to the next one.
And overall, I mean, as you say, we're going into this break now. I think that's 10 or 11 games, 23 points. You're more or less bang on where you need to be in terms of points per game, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%. We haven't set any targets like that, really. I think the manager is the oldest cliche in the game, but you take one game at a time. But he's like that. He's really focused on the next game. Even after Wednesday, there was no big, no big sitting down and words and all that, because it wasn't needed. We've been a great run before that, and this is 6 out of 7 games we've won now in this month, so you take that at the start of the month. I'm sure it's just the way that we lost on Wednesday, it hurt, so he asked for a response today and he got one.
I mean, you're an experienced player, but is it hard? The manager's just been through and said it's the peaks and troughs of the Championship. You hero 1 minute and then you're a villain the next. Is it hard as a player just to keep an even keel?
For me personally, not really. I know what it's like. Obviously, I've been here a lot, but I think for some maybe. I think for people around the club, it's harder because we're probably expected to win most weeks. But that's the nature of the Championship. It's tough, and anyone can beat anyone on their day. So we just got to keep plodding away, making sure we're picking up the wins. And at times, yourself, it hasn't been pretty, but it can't always be pretty. And we just need to win games. We've done that. But I think the pleasing thing is if you look at Nottingham Forest and then spells against Burton, and then the second half for half an hour against Newcastle, and then today, I think we're playing. We're sort of hitting our stride a little bit. We're playing better and the performances are getting better, and that means results will come as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, as you say there. I mean, as players, you'd be your own worst enemies. You'd be very critical, but you must feel yourselves as a group of lads that you've not really produced the maximum of what you're capable of. And when you do, you're still picking up results now. So
100%, but that's what it's about. There's so many games, you're not going to be at your maximum every week, and it was the same when we went up last time. I think the second half of the season we were just literally getting a game, grinding it out, winning and moving on to the next one. And as it went on, we'd become more and more dominant, and it sort of felt more comfortable. But as long as you're winning, it doesn't matter really. But like I said, I think you're right. We haven't hit our stride. The manager says there's a lot more to come, and I think we feel that as well, because no one puts more pressure on the group than us, really. We put pressure on ourselves because we know what we're about and we know what we're capable of, and people expect us to do it, and at the minute we're giving ourselves a good chance.
And obviously you'll go away now and put your Scotland head on, but it's nice to go into the break on a club level with a win, particularly after Newcastle.
Yeah, it's much easier. It's quite tough going away on the back of a defeat, and that would have been hard, but yeah, to get a win today, it's nice to go up there now and meet up, and we're sitting pretty in the table. I don't pay too much attention to it this early, but we're in a good position, so yeah, it definitely makes it easy. I'm looking forward to it, and we can come back and look forward to the next one.